Man, we got some great stuff here. What a night. So, Donna, we're good?
Yeah.
Okay. So we got some great stuff tonight. Boy, oh boy. I could take all of this and put it in my pocket and I'm all the better. So now I'm gonna try to do a little wrap up. And then I'm gonna let you guys come in and put your top on it, put your whipped cream on it for us. Okay. Uh, Primarily, there was a discussion about passion and having a passion for what your service and product is, and feeling, and delivering a service to people that they need and can use. That was just incredible. And then we talked about keeping your audience, their attitude up, making sure they don't fall down. I don't care what's going around or going on. Keep your audience, their attitude up. Okay. And then there was, always understanding what people need, and being able to provide your service in a very wonderful and awesome way. And as Harold said, make friends with your people. Make friends with the people. Let people know that you're not there for just money, and also consult with people, providing a service that's different and unique, and make sure that you're informative with your customers so that they get what you're able to do differently from what your competitor can do. Now, we didn't say this, but I think it goes to say that needs to be said. You need to know your competition and what they're doing, what your competition is doing. And it's okay to talk about your competition, but I've heard it said, never say anything bad about your competition, because then they won't say anything bad about you. I hope. Okay. So with that, did that make any sense?
Mhm.
You called me when I was about to write them down. So I'm gonna go around the room and we're gonna wrap. But I'm hopeful that you're able to collect a perception. And now remember, we got 10 people to talk to. 10 people to talk to tomorrow. I want you to get on the phone and talk to them. And by the end of the week, we need 2 to 3 sales. 2 to 3 sales. 2 to 3 sales. Now, okay? All right. So now, Harold, tell us what you'd like to have us walk away with. This is your night, man. You king for a night, man. You gave us some real insight. So tell us what you need to wrap up with so we can finish. Can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Okay, all I need for y'all to remember is you're not just a business. You're a human being. You sell with your heart. Know your product. If you know your product and you know that it is viable and that it is beneficial to someone, sell it from the heart. You and be the educator, be the expert. But again, like I said, you're building relationships. So remember that. So if you do that, uh, the person is going to call on you even for to pick out curtains at their house. They may call you for that. But the thing is, it's a relationship that you develop with people. That's all.
Right. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Donna?
Yeah, I just want to reiterate what Harold said. In whatever business we're in, whether it's a for-profit or a nonprofit, we're in the business of helping people, whether it's to help them with something that they need or something they don't even realize they need yet, right? And we're there to talk to them and figure out, what's bothering you? What's your number one, problem that I can either help noodle through with you or actually solve it for you. A lot of times when I meet with a client for the first time, they're just sort of trying to figure out what they already have. So maybe I'm just there to explain, here's what you already have. It looks good. I wouldn't change a thing. And I give them some peace of mind, right? So it's not about the sale. It's about, I'm dealing with a human being. I'm dealing with a family, right? And I'm going to do everything in my power, everything that I can to ensure that when we walk away from that meeting, that I've given them something that they needed, either just some peace of mind or something to protect what they already have, right? And that's the way I look at what I'm there to do, is to treat each individual person as unique and special and do everything I can to to ensure that I walk away from that meeting knowing I've got them on the right path, because, our lives are like a river, right? They ebb, they flow, they change direction, they sometimes overwhelm us, right? But the beauty of that is that means that things don't stay static either. So if things are not going well, guess what? Next month or next year, they're going to be totally different. They're going to be a lot better. So that's the way I look at my life anyway. Thanks.
Sounds great. Thanks so much, Donna. Gary, tell us, please.
Well, I totally agree with everyone that have shared the message tonight. I think I approach any potential client with the mindset that how can I help? And of course, we all love to have a sales. I mean, that is not something we should be ashamed of. But if you go in with the intention of helping, I think the sales will take care of itself. Whether it's going to consummate at that time, or if it's not something you can serve them, maybe connect, do everything you possibly can to connect them with the resources that can assist them. And I think in the long run, somehow, some way, it's going to come back to you. So I think I totally resonate with, Harold, Donna, Kia. I mean, it is something that I truly believe in. And I feel like I'm not going to jeopardize a transaction over a relationship in the long run. So that's basically what I want to express. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you so much, Gary. Appreciate that. Well said. Well said. Kia, you brought us some insights tonight. Tell us.
Okay, so I got a few things. One, whoever you pray to, stay prayed up. It's lonely being an entrepreneur. It really is. So look for whatever positivity and quiet time you can. The second thing is, don't be afraid to think outside the box. Everything I do basically with my business is against all the stuff y'all probably told me to do, but guess what? It works for me. And the third thing I want to say is engage your spirit. And let me give you a tip and a trick on how I do it. I am the accidental texter. And let me tell you what I mean by accidental texter. So I have a whole bunch of contacts in my phone, years of having an iPhone. It just travels with each iPhone I get, right? It's people in my phone I haven't talked to in years. But Donna knows, Reg knows, I put out a positive quote daily. So at least 10 to 15 people get that same quote via text. I may not have spoken to you in years, but if they respond back, I said, hey, I didn't mean to text you, but how you doing?
Right.
And we just begin to have a conversation.
Pick it
and
up
guess
like
what? It gives me, because what are they going to ask? Oh, well, what are you doing? You know what? I live in North Carolina now. I sell real estate. What's going on with you?
Right.
It's a good tactic. Use it. And that's all I got to say.
That's very good, Kia. Thank you so much for that. That was awesome. Wonderful. Okay. Coming around, Mr. Carl. Come on, share with us, Carl. What you got?
I'll just say that, one of the things that we all have, we all possess, is being an asset to other people simply by the people that we know, the contacts, the connections that we have made over the years. And specifically in business, one of the things that we all want to do is make meaningful connections. And if we asked everyone on this line, think of 10 people that you know in the back of your mind who are in the business world. We can all name them. So when you meet with the next person that you have a meaningful meeting with on a one-on-one, think about having patience, when you meet with them. Think about the fact that that meeting should be 90% about them and 10% about yourself. And then number 3, when you're sitting down in there talking with them and doing what we call discovery, finding about their needs, wants, and desires, at that time, showing that you're listening is repeating what other people are saying and communicating effectively. And then thirdly, from that standpoint, connect that person with somebody that can be an enhancement to their current situation. You know, I'll close with this. I was talking to a real estate agent the other day. And that real estate agent was meeting with a mortgage lender for lunch, and they were having a business meeting to get to know each other and possibly form some type of referral partnership between the two of them. And the realtor said at that time, I don't know of anyone who needs a loan at that time when I'm going to meet this person. Well, in the discovery conversation, in the beginning of that conversation, the lender it came close. The lender disclosed to the realtor that the reason she had showed up about 5 minutes late to that meeting is she had been taking her son to a daycare for the past 10 years and found out the place is closed all of a sudden. I don't know if they didn't pay the rent or something happened. So that lender came to the table a little bit on edge because now she explained to the realtor, I've got to find another place to take my son for daycare. Well, the realtor immediately remembered, think about the context that we know. How can you bless other people? And one of those contexts out of the 10 was her aunt that owned a daycare facility. And so who did she take time to connect that lender with? The aunt. Guys, this had nothing to do with the business to business that they were sharing between each other, but it had everything to do with establishing a meaningful business relationship and one that speaks know, like, and trust. So at the end of the day, the moral of the story is the realtor got what she wanted. And what is that? An attentive ear. See, when the wall goes down and you have somebody's undivided attention, they say that the mind, as humans, we only take in 10% of what we hear. So is it highly important that we get as much of the 10% as we possibly can from the other person? And that's it. I'll turn it back over to you.
Sounds great. Thank you so much for that call. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, Reginald, we haven't heard from you. Tell us.
All right. It's funny. I agree with what everyone said this evening. I can take this list of contacts. It's a name. But here's the thing about it. This is more than names on a page. This is someone's son. This is someone's daughter. This is someone's grandmother. This is someone's grandfather. If it's a business, it's somebody's dream that they conceptualized from the time they was little until they were able to execute it in the here and now. And when we have a unique opportunity in our own respective areas to be catalyst for change, we do. And we can do that because we're all interdependent, regardless of what our business is, but we help so many people on an individual and a collective level. That's just what I want to leave with the group tonight.
Sounds good. Thank you so much. That was awesome, wonderful. Now, I want to take these last remaining moments. I want to thank you all for being here. You've been so collectively wise and brilliant. And I'm going to let my wife come in with the last thing she needs to say. And then I'm going to close us out. Your energy and your powerful spirit and you're the point of reference where you are. I mean, this is where we need to be, and I'm going to take 2 things I need to do, but I need to do this primarily. We're in the business of blessing each other. And we can and should be blessing each other. Blessing each other in a way that's both profound and beneficial. I want you to think about that. I want you to consider how you can do it. So there's 9 people on this call. I want each of you to figure out how you can bless 8 of them. How you can bless 8 of them with something, a contact, a reference, a word of thought, piece of business, understanding, a referral, any of those things. What you can do to help them, and it may be just a word of good cheer, but I want you to do that as sidebar. So with that being said, darling wife, what can you share with us that we can close out with?
So something caught my eye there's, as Elton was saying, there's 6 things that you can do. You can go to someone's Facebook page or LinkedIn or social media and like a photo or make a comment or write a review. It doesn't cost you anything, but what it'll do for them is it'll give their algorithms a boost. You can refer business, which is what we've been saying all day, to any of the 9 left today. If everybody could get a referral, that would be 9 referrals, and that would be closer to the goal to getting those meetings going. So try and make a list. Everybody's in the chat, and I'll make sure you'll have everyone's contact that you can give a referral so that somebody can get 9 referrals. That would be incredible. Number 3 is just be of good cheer, give someone motivation. Because as Kia said, it gets lonely as an entrepreneur, and do that. So that's enough. And now let me just go to announcements. So we're in the middle of our challenge, and we've got a fantastic group. They're very competitive, and everybody's done pretty good. So we'll be starting to put their profiles together. So you'll start knowing who these challenges are, and they'll be completing the 30-day challenge in November. Thursday, we're meeting in Goldsboro. So for those of you who can attend, we're meeting at Logan's, and then we're going to the Brit Fix shopping. And then we close and we reopen in November. But November is Veterans Day. So if you know any veterans, we're putting our veterans magazine together. So if you're a veteran, we'd like to get your photo and your story and make sure we have your title correct, because we'll be featuring all our veterans in our magazine. And we will be doing 4 events next month, and every one of them will be focused on veterans. We'll be having plenty of prizes and giveaways and honor and respect. So if you are a veteran, we would like to honor you, we'd like to respect you, we'd like to award you. So make sure that you tell all your veteran friends as well, and refer us veterans, because we're going to have a mighty good time with every one of you. And once again, we thank you for your service, and we never take you for granted. We love you, and that's it.
All right. All minds clear. Get ready. We get ready to bring this ship home. I want to really thank you with an outstanding sense of gratitude, for you being here. We believe in you, and we want to, in whatever we do, give you more confidence, give you a kudo, attaboy, go get them, and to make sure that you know that it's your time. It's your time. And so don't be scared, just do your thing. We can bless each other, we can support each other, and we're here for that purpose. And so with that being said, also we're looking to improve our volume with people that we can connect you to, as well as that will connect to us. Claire mentioned our connection with the Britfit store. It's a British store here in Carolina, and they've got customers, and we're going to cultivate that with them too. So rub your hands together, rub your hands together, rub your hands together, rub your hands together. Just rub your hands together, rub your hands together. Now, this is what we do. We do it because we share and show love. Love you all. You're awesome in your own way. And what we're asking for blessings for, green lights all the way. No stops, no obstacles, but green lights all the way. Got to see that, Reggie. But I want you to have them, and they're yours to claim. So this is ours to finish the year strong. God bless you. He loves you. I love you. And there's nothing you can do about it. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. So be well. Thanks for joining us. And we look forward to seeing you again real soon. Okay? Look forward to talking with you tomorrow, Reggie. All right, Gary, let's talk soon, man.